That forces another bases loaded situation. So again, a recap here. We had 3 walks, a sac fly by Suarez, and then Jackson Lund hit by a pitch. And the bases are reloaded for Karsten Lewis, a senior hitting .317, who's driven in 14 runs. Out of the windup is Jaden Carrera. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Challenged him right down the middle. It's 0-1. A lot of pitchers struggle in the first inning. You get through this with a run or 2, maybe 3 at the most allowed. You're in good shape. Jaden's got poise. He's just got to show it. So far, not in this inning. The offering. That's a strike on the outside corner. Had some tail to that one. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Rob at third, Hendrickson at second, Lund at first. The offering. The breaking ball is way outside. That was by design. Ball 1, strike 2. A light wind today as opposed to Tuesday at Niwot. 57 degrees at first pitch in Fort Morgan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. The offering. And that one is backhanded by Davila. Breaking for the plate is Robbie's going to score. And it just got a couple of feet away up the first baseline. But a great jump at third. The other runners advance. It's 2-0. That was very alert base running. And the lead is extended. And again, that breaking ball just not working. You can challenge him. He's going to have to here. The pitch. Swing and a foul on a fastball up in the zone. Remains at 2-2. These are earned runs because the defense hasn't had to do anything but a line drive caught by Lopez. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a heater. Lewis goes down. There's 2 down. Jaden Carrera picks up the strikeout. Josh Lanford walking out a few steps to offer a clap and words of encouragement. Here is Christian Chase, .273 hitter. Boy, 2-0 would be a moral victory considering what could have been. The offering. That one bounces in. Looked like a changeup. So far, the only pitch that Jaden has somewhat commanded is the fastball. Everything else is not working. No off-speed pitch is working. The offering. Fastball is very high, 2-0. Hendrickson at third, Lund at second. Thompson Valley has scored 2 runs without a base hit. The pitch. That's a strike at the knees on the outer half, borderline strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Christian Chase with 2 outs in the top of the first inning and 2 in scoring position. Here's the wind and pitch. Swung on line to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Hendrickson scores. Lund is around third, being sent to the plate. The throw's going to be cut off and offline anyway. 4-0 Thompson Valley, a 2-run single for a Christian Chase. And it appeared to be a hanging curveball. That'll bring up Chris Brown. The number 8 hitter batting .242. Yeah, I'm just not sure why any off-speed pitch would be called at this point, considering the strikeout and the fastball. The offering, and that pitch is down and away. Changeup, runner to second to throw an offline anyway. Good jump by Chase as a stolen base. 1 ball and no strikes. 4 runs on a single hit. That's it. But they've done what they needed to do. Like I said, Thompson Valley's not going to swing at bad pitches. Carrera looks at second. Long pause. The pitch. Swung on line. That's a base hit into right field. Let's see if Chase is going to round third to hold up right there. Strong throw in there from Hilzer. Cut off by Strange. First and third with 2 down. for Sam Engeland, left-handed hitter. And they will send every player to the plate in this lineup in the top of the first inning. Last year when they played both games were in Loveland. Thompson Valley won 18-1 and 1-0 in the regular season finale, the stretch. Throw back to first, back in diving is Chris Brown. At the belt, to the plate, and that's in the dirt. Another changeup. 1 ball and no strikes. That's either release point or something's happening. Carrera's thrown 36 pitches in the first inning, and he's really trying. It's just not working. And neither is that pitch. A changeup in the dirt. Davila throws all the way to second and airmails the shortstop, but caught by Chisholm as a backup. And why he threw it, I have no idea either. It was a late throw. He wasn't aware that the runner was taking off. Second stolen base here in the last minute plus. 2 more in scoring position. 2-0 to Engeland. Wine in the offering. And that is up and away. With the off-speed 3-0. Well, we'll tell you that Jackson Lund will be the starting pitcher today for Thompson Valley. The pitch, that's a strike. And Lund is really good, 3-0 with a 1.91 ERA. So they certainly had the pitching, a massive pitching edge going into this game. Not even an edge, an advantage, the pitch. That's upstairs. It's another walk. 4 walks and a hit batter by Carrera in the top of the first inning. And Bo Heaton can break this game wide open. He walked and scored earlier this inning. Out of the windup. And the offering. Swung on and lifted to left center field. Coming on is Lopez. He's right there to make the play. Nice pitch there thrown by Jaden Carrera. But the damage is done. 4 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. Bottom of the first we go. Thompson Valley 4, and the Mustangs are coming to bat on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back in Fort Morgan. 4-0 Thompson Valley as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Mustangs starting lineup brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, they can help match the appliances to your needs at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. B&B Appliance batting first. Shortstop Charlie Langford. The pitcher Jaden Carrera hits second. The DH hits third. That's Jason Diaz. Catcher Miguel Davila is the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth, third baseman Chase Prouty. Braden Hilser in right hits sixth. Second baseman Cooper Chisholm hits seventh. Riley Elrick in left hits eighth. And Michael Strange, the first baseman, bats ninth. Riley Suarez at first for Thompson Valley. Bo Heaton at second. Sam Engeland at third. Evan Robb is at short. It's Christian Chase in left. Karsten Lewis in center. Chris Brown in right. Garrett Hendrickson behind the plate. And once again, Jackson Lund is on the mound. Mustangs hitting .261 as a team. That average continues to drop. Here is Langford batting .397. He was well over 400. The pitch. Foul tipped at the plate off the catcher. It's 0-1. This is the regular season home finale for the Mustangs, and their finale period is tomorrow. The offering, and the bender is in the dirt. One ball and one strike. Open stance, right-handed hitter. The pitch. Swung on line, base hit into left field. On a ball in on the hands, and Charlie Langford now hitting over 400 with that base hit. That'll send up Jaden Carrera. Carrera batting .259. He's got a versatile offensive game. The best bunter on the team, undoubtedly, from what I've seen. Can hit the ball anywhere in the field and usually extends at bats. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Langford takes off. No throw to second off the wild pitch. And that ball barely got away from the catcher up the first base side. But Charlie with some outstanding instincts. 1 ball and no strikes. We played almost 20 minutes, and there's nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. 4-0, Thompson Valley. The offering, up and away. Lund is a big kid, but I don't see a lot of velocity, even though he's 3-0 with a 1.91 ERA. He's had 5 appearances. Sometimes you got to catch up to your body, so to speak, because he's big. The pitch. Swing and a foul to the screen. Ball 2, strike 1. The Mustangs last Thursday snapped an overall 11-game losing streak in the 5-4 10-inning victory over Riverdale Ridge. Langford off of second. The offering. That is over, but low. Ball 3, strike 1. To Jaden Carrera. The stretch. And the pitch. And the breaking ball hit him on the lower left leg. Well, each pitcher has hit a batter. Yeah, since that loss to Fort Morgan by Riverdale Ridge, which, by the way, snapped their 9-game winning streak, Riverdale shut out Northridge twice, 5-0 and 12-0. They're hosting Roosevelt today and then in Johnstown on Saturday. The hitters now, Jason Diaz. A .328 hitter is this designated hitter. Jackson Lund with a pitch is swung on, lined, and into left center field. Langford had to wait up to make sure it wasn't caught by Robb. It barely went over his glove, and the bases are loaded. That was a very smart play by Langford that was almost caught. He didn't want to get doubled up, so the bases are loaded. That's the second hit of the inning for the Mustangs. And here is Miguel Davila. Big moment for him, batting .250. The Mustangs can get right back into the game. Out of the windup is Lund. And the offering. And that is taken outside with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Thompson Valley scored their 4 runs on just 2 hits, but they were benefited from 4 walks and a hit batter. The Mustangs with 2 base hits and a hit batsman. The 1-0. And that one hit him. It got him right near the left arm, maybe on the forearm, on an off-speed pitch that forces in a run as Langford scores. And it's 4-1. Thompson Valley. Is this going to be one of these type of games?
Now batting junior, number 19, Chase Crowley.
Keegan Zwedzig is the courtesy runner at first. Here's Chase Prouty hitting .288. Had an RBI. Had the first RBI on Tuesday. The wine and the offering. Swung on and grounded third base side, stepping in the bag for 1, then throwing across the diamond. That will be a double play. No RBI for Prouty because of the double play. Carrera scores. It's 4-2, 2 down. Yeah, that was an easy double play with a ground ball hit right to Sam Engeland, and all he had to do was step on the bag and throw to first. And here is Hilzer. With a runner at second. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Braden Hilzer hitting .194. Off of second is Zwedzig. Lund to the plate. That's a strike. Took something off it on the outer half of the knees. Count levels at 1-1 to Braden Hilser. Lund is almost face level with the glove. The offering fouled off to the right. Shout out to my buddy John Prouty, not with me today. He's in transit, taking care of much more important matters. 1-2. The pitch way outside, and the count levels at 2-2 to Braden Hilser, with Cooper Chisholm on deck. Zwadzig off of second. The Mustangs have 2 across in the bottom of the first inning. Jackson Lund delivers. Curveball is grounded to short. Rob is right there to his left. He sets, he fires, and that is the end of the first inning. A long one, but the Mustangs do get on the board. 2 runs for Fort Morgan on 2 hits, no errors, and a base runner left. Let's head to the second inning. Thompson Valley 4, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the second inning. Isaiah Ortiz is the new pitcher here for the Mustangs, trailing Thompson Valley 4-2. Well, Jaden Carrera more than likely stays in the game, but let's see. So I'm not sure. I don't see if he might have gone to center. Yeah, I think Carrera's in center to keep him in the lineup. Well, my buddy Jack Godert is up here, so we're going to have some fun watching Mustang baseball. And Jack might, unless Jack checked Max Preps, Thompson Valley's last game, Jack is not aware. In fact, I haven't given all the details, but it's fascinating. I will tell you right now. Here's Evan Robbie stepping in for the left side. He walked and scored in the first inning. Isaiah Ortiz, the new pitcher, the offering. And that's over but low. 1 ball and no strikes. Ortiz goes into the game with a 1-1 record in 12 appearances already, but a 7.84 ERA. The Mustangs 7.55 as a team. The pitch swung on and popped up behind the plate and out of play. Are you checking that out, Jack? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you in a second, and everybody else, for those who are unaware. Here's the wine and the offering, and the breaking ball is fouled off to the left. Thompson Valley on Saturday shut out Mountain View 9-0. On Tuesday, they led 17-12 going into the 7th. Mountain View scored 19 runs, sent 24 to the plate, and won 31-22. 80 pitches were thrown, lined, and that's going to be caught. No, dropped by the shortstop. And that should be Carrera out there. Langford's in center. Oh, that's going to be scored in error. I mean, that should have been caught. That was right in his glove, even though he had to leap, but he didn't have to go that high. So that is scored a miscue. Right in his glove and just dropped it. Here's Garrett Hendrickson. He walked his first time up, squaring the bunt, and it's in the dirt. Easy stolen base for Robbie. Thompson Valley has swept a few bags already. 1 ball and no strikes for Thompson Valley. That is their 3rd stolen base of this game. And now they're shuffling in some baseballs. Yeah, well, it gives us a chance to tell you off I-76 and exit 66A in Wigan, Stubbs Gas and Oil with gas, food, and all your travel accessories. That is Stubbs Gas and Oil. With the Mustangs trailing 4-2. With nobody out of man at second in the top of the second inning. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes to Garrett Hendrickson. Laying down the sign is Davila. The pitch. Swung on and grounded left side. Carrera backhands, sets, fires to first, and that's going to be late. A bang-bang play. Carrera made an excellent play and very strong throw, but it's an infield hit for Garrett Hendrickson. First and second. And here's Riley Suarez, who hit that sacrifice fly in the top of the first inning. Stretched by Ortiz. The offering. And that's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Looked like a changeup. Definitely an off-speed pitch. The first strike percentage for these Mustang pitchers has been low. The pitch popped up. Foul territory, out of play. 1-1. I mean, a good outing here by Ortiz, and you never know what happens. Both pitchers struggled with control in the first inning. And now Fort Morgan's on their second pitcher. One ball and one strike. A long pause. And the pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Again, took something off it. It's 1-2 to Riley Suarez. Nobody out. First and second. 4-2 Thompson Valley in the top of the second. Ortiz to the plate. Swung on and chopped third base side, and it's going to be fielded by the shortstop. Carrera is going to run towards the bag. Flip to the pitcher covering. And safe is Robbie. I'm not sure why he held up. That was not good base running by Robbie. Kind of held up. It's a force play. But he was able to get in there, and Prouty could not get the baseball. Was hit well to his left. Backhanded by Carrera, and the bases are loaded. That's an infield hit for Riley Suarez. Here's Jackson Lund. I didn't understand that. He should have been at third much earlier. I think he thought there was nobody at first. Lund was hit by a pitch. That's a strike with a fastball in the outer half. At thigh level, it's 0-1. Ortiz out of the windup with the bases full of Thompson Valley Eagles. The offering. Breaking ball is down and away, and the count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. Karsten Lewis waits to hit next. The pitch. Fouled off to the right. Nice tailing pitch. Thrown by Isaiah Ortiz. Here to Jackson Lund, 1-2. They batted around in the first inning. And still nobody out in the second. The offering. That is pop foul. First base side. Michael Strange to the fence, and it's out of play. Remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes with the bases loaded. Ortiz out of the windup. Mustangs don't want to fall behind too far again after giving up 4 runs in the first inning. Lund, the number 5 hitter. The pitch swung on and driven deep into left field. Going way back is Elrick. He's got room. He will make the catch. Runner tags from third. And now the runner is going to be caught between second and third. The trail runner. Jaden throws to third. Prouty with a tag and safe. He got around the tag. I think Josh Langford might contest that one, but he has not come out of the dugout. And safe at third base is the trail runner. As scoring is Evan Robbie. Hendrickson to third, into second is Riley Suarez. It's 5-2. Close play, but I think Carrera's throw was a little bit tardy. Not to mention that outstanding slide to the inside of the bag, as Chase had to reach over. Swung on, grounded right back to the mound. Ortiz looks at third, throws to first for the out. Runners have to hold. 2 down. That's a big pitch, retiring Karsten Lewis, who's 0 for 2. Well, remember that in the previous inning, it was 2-0, and then a big 2-run single by this hitter, Christian Chase, extended the lead to 4-0. They've got to retire him. If not, it's going to be a 7-2 lead. The offering. Swung on, grounded to short. Carrera to his left, and it takes a vicious hop into center field. A run is in. Suarez around third. Throw towards the plate. The tag. And out at the plate is Riley Suarez. A run scores. It'll be scored, a base hit. Christian Chase with his 3rd RBI. And Thompson Valley is done in the top of the 2nd inning, as Suarez is eliminated on an excellent throw from Charlie Langford. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error and 1 left to the bottom of the 2nd. Thompson Valley 6, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Thompson Valley 6, Fort Morgan 2 as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. And here is Cooper Chisholm. Left-handed hitter, the pitch. And that is a ball with a fastball on the inner half. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The Mustangs will send up Chisholm, Elrick, and Strange. Bottom of the order, the pitch. Down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Chisholm had 2 base hits against Niwot and is batting .273, 3 out of 11. The offering, and the bender is in the dirt. It's 3-0. Jackson Lund has thrown just 8 pitches for strikes out of his 20. The wind and the offering, and that's way outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. That's the type of game it's been so far. Here's Riley Elrick, batting .222. He's a freshman. Remember that Mountain View had used 4 pitchers on Tuesday. That's a strike with a fastball on the outer half at the knees to Elrick. It's 0-1. 6 runs on 5 hits for Thompson Valley, 2 runs, 2 hits for the Mustangs. They've committed the only error, have the Mustangs, and Thompson Valley stranded 4. The Mustangs 1, way outside. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike to Riley Elrick. Chisholm with about a 2.5-step lead. The pitch popped up right side. Bo Heats, and the second baseman barely has to move and makes the grab. 1 down. Here is Michael Strange. Strange this year has 10 plate appearances, but 0 for 4. That means he knows how to get on base via the walk or hit by pitch to pitch. That's a fastball inside corner, strike 1, belt high. Thompson Valley at double play depth. The offering, and that's low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Thompson Valley leads in the bottom of the 2nd, 6-2. And they're going for their 16th win of the season. The pitch, that's driven in the air down the right side, and going back and chasing the ball down is Chris Brown. Back to first is Cooper Chisholm, 2 down. Strange gave that a nice ride as Brown had to backpedal, but he made the play. And Charlie Langford will now hit. Chisholm off of first, the pitch. Swung on, grounded right up the middle, a base hit into center field. Chisholm is going to second. He'll stay right there. And Langford is 2 for 2. And Jaden Carrera looking to come through. It's been a tough struggle for him. Did not pitch well in the first inning, committed an error in the second. Was hit by a pitch his first time up. And did score, so that's good news for him. He's got an RBI opportunity. Laying down the sign is Hendrickson. Jackson Lund delivers. That's outside. The breaking ball, it's 1-0. Rockies won today, salvaging the finale of a 3-game set 9-1 over the Giants at Coors. Looking back, the pitch. That's inside with a changeup, 2-0. 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. The Mustangs trying to generate a 2-out rally. Chisholm at second, Langford at first. Lund to Carrera, and that's upstairs with a fastball. It's 3-0. And the very reliable Jason Diaz will hit next. Yeah, the pitching in this game has been very questionable. Lund has issued a walk and hit a batter. And that one is a strike. Jaden Carrera, in his 1 inning of work, 4 walks and a hit batsman. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lund delivers. That's right down the middle, strike 2 with a fastball, 3-2. Well, the runners will be going, so a base hit in the outfield will score a run. Got to make sure that the pitcher delivers before you take off. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Don't go too early. If not, you can get caught. The stretch. The offering. Swung on and lifted towards shallow right field. Coming in as Brownie makes the running catch. On a little flare, but he was able to close the gap. And the Mustangs do not score in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. 2 complete. Thompson Valley 6, Fort Morgan 2 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 6-2 Thompson Valley, top of the 3rd inning. Isaiah Ortiz in his 2nd full inning of work. In relief of Jaden Carrera, faces the 8-9-1 hitters. Here's Chris Brown, who had a single in the 1st, and he swings and grounds it foul, 3rd base side. No balls and 1 strike. Thompson Valley scored 4 runs in the 1st inning. That's the difference in the game. Both teams had 2-run innings. Fort Morgan in the bottom of the 1st, Thompson Valley obviously in the 2nd. Ortiz, the right-hander, to the plate, way outside. A ball and 1 strike, and Ortiz, of his first 18 pitches, threw just 4 balls, and that's what you want. Just challenge these hitters. The offering, and the breaking ball is inside. Ball 2, strike 1. Ortiz working quickly. To the plate. Popped up. Right side, the first baseman, Strange, in foul territory, calls for it and makes the grab, 1 out. Here's Sam Engeland, who walked in the 1st when Thompson Valley sent 10 hitters to the plate. It's good you send 10, you only score 4 runs, which is the minimum you can score. When you send 10 to the plate, it could have been much worse. Isaiah Ortiz has thrown a lot of strikes since coming into the game. The offering. There's another one, a changeup on the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. This is a left-handed hitter for Thompson Valley. Ortiz to the plate. That's in the dirt. And the count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. Engeland going into the game, batting 154. The offering. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. And to his right is Elric. He's got to play that on 2 hops around first into second with a 1-out double is Engeland. Man, did he place that baseball beautifully along the left field line. And Thompson Valley has their 6th hit of the game. And here's Bo Heaton, who has walked and popped out 0 for 1. Good job of going the other way. Open stands for Heaton. Looking back in the pitch, in the dirt, and it goes right through Davila. It still will be a wild pitch on that changeup that didn't exactly bounce. Davila probably should have been able to stop that. The glove was a little bit too much off the ground. 1 ball and no strikes. Engelland at third. The infield plays back. They'll concede the run for an out. The pitch swung on, grounded along the third baseline. Prouty has it, drops it, picks it up, throws to first, and throws it away. And then staying at first base is going to be Bo Heaton. That will not be an RBI because Engelland scores on the throw by Prouty. Yeah, he rushed it completely. First of all, there's no way he should have dropped it. Just hold on to it. It rolled to him. It didn't even bounce. But I think he was so concerned about holding the runner at third. And then he made an awful throw right into the ground. It skipped by Michael Strange. But because the hitter, Bo Heaton, slipped, he did not get to second base. Now the Mustangs have committed 2 errors in the game. Throw back to first. And Heaton is back in. And remember, defense has been an issue for Fort Morgan this season. The pitch, the breaking ball's down and in to Evan Robbie. Walked and reached on an error. When Fort Morgan beat Riverdale Ridge last week, they played outstanding defense, but errors on the left side of the infield, and that swung on and lifted foul and out of play. Count is at 1-1. The error totals at 63. Last year they committed 67. So pretty much on pace to duplicate a year ago, even though this team has won 2 more games than the 4-19 team of 2023. 1 ball and 1 strike, and that's why they're not in this game. Pitching has been below average. The breaking ball's inside, runner to second, an easy stolen base for Bo Heaton. That's the 4th stolen base for the Eagles. I mean, you credit Thompson Valley. They do have 6 hits, but then combine the 4 walks, the hit batsman, and the 2 errors. That's just way too much. The pitch way outside with a changeup. It's 3-1. And John Prouty has used that term many times. You got to play clean baseball. Well, this is a mess by the Mustangs. The offering, swing and a miss on a changeup way out in front. Robbie pulled that front side. On the pitch on the outside corner, it's 3-2. With Garrett Hendrickson waiting to hit next, Thompson Valley has scored in each of the first 3 innings. The offering, swung on and driven deep into right field. Way back is Hilser, and it's a 2-run homer deep into the parking lot with that ball bouncing towards Legion Field. Evan Robbie with a 2-run homer, and Thompson Valley leads 9-2 in the 3rd inning. And that thing was launched on an off-speed pitch that hung in the zone. Yeah, Ortiz wanted that ball to drop a lot more than it did, and Robbie got underneath that baseball and drove it a long way. Garrett Hendrickson has walked and singled. Thompson Valley with 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 3 so far here in the third with 1 out. Righty against righty. The pitch, that's outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And you look at the runs scored, and that breaking ball's outside. 9 runs scored, 6 have been earned. 6 earned runs. 2-0 to Hendrickson, has already been on base twice and ahead in the count. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball below the knees. Almost offered at it, but it was below the knees. It's 3-0. 7 hits for Thompson Valley on those 9 runs. The pitch, down and in with a changeup, and Ortiz issues the walk. That's the first walk he's issued. The Mustangs have issued 5 in the game. Here's Riley Suarez, a sac fly and a single. 1 for 1. He was cut down at the plate on a base hit by Christian Chase to end the 2nd inning. Hendrickson with a 2-step advantage. Ortiz to the plate, way outside. Now he's losing control of the strike zone. 1 ball and no strikes. You don't want to end this season with a 5-inning game at home. But if they don't get it together, that's going to happen. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. That was a dirty pitch thrown by Isaiah Ortiz. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The offering. The bender's way outside. Ball 2, strike 1. 3 across. 1 on, 1 out in the third. Ortiz steps off. Let's see if he comes up with something big right here. The pitch. Yeah, that's in the dirt. Threw him another changeup. It's 3-1. Well, once Jaden Carrera started challenging the hitters, he had some success in the first inning, but his strike-to-ball ratio was very unfavorable, and he was taken off the mound in the first. And that is a strike with a changeup on the inside corner to Suarez. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Off of first is Hendrickson. The pitch. Fouled off to the right. Count remains at 3-2 to Riley Suarez. 9-2 Thompson Valley in the top of the third. Ortiz to the plate, and that's down and away. Walked him. And that's the courtesy runner, by the way. That's Ben Harding at second base now, the courtesy runner. And here's Jackson Lund, hit by pitch in a sac fly. He is 0 for 0. At the belt, Isaiah Ortiz to the plate. Breaking ball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. So look at all the free passes. 6 walks, a hit batter, and the 2 errors. So that's essentially 9. That's 9 in the game, and that one's in the dirt. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Jackson Lund. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat on the ground to short. Jaden Carrera flips to second for 1. Chisholm to first, and that's way offline. And it gets by Michael Strange. That was up the right field side. A run will score. It's 10-2, and that's the 3rd error committed by Fort Morgan in the game, which allowed the run to score. That one on Chisholm, and that is the 3rd infield error. Well, that should have been an easy double play to end the inning. And instead it was botched out there. But that's the type of game it's been for the Mustangs. Just not making simple plays. And I think Coach Langford is lobbying for some interference at second. I didn't see it, but I mean, quite frankly, the umpire's right on top of the bag, and Coach Langford, you know, from the dugout, I mean, you really don't have the angle there. And now Langford talking to Cooper Chisholm. I thought he had a clean lane, to be honest with you. You know, if that runner's there, throw it into his face. I mean, they'll learn to get out of the way. So I think Cooper, he just threw it up the right side. You got to make sure you've got to create the lane as a second baseman. You either step forward once you receive it and throw to first, and you create that lane. That's part. But then again, Cooper's only a freshman. First start at second base at the varsity level this season, so you can't assign the blame, but you do have to assign the error. The 64th on the Mustangs this year. They're down 10-2. 4 across in the inning of the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes to Karsten Lewis, who struck out and grounded to the mound. Off of first is the courtesy runner, and way outside, the ball skips away. On the wild pitch to second base is Ben Claus. 2 balls and no strikes. Ortiz to the plate, and that's in the dirt. That one skips up the third base side on a changeup. Davila picks it up, no throw, another wild pitch. And now Ortiz is kind of falling apart. At one point, he had 14 strikes and 4 balls. Now 25 strikes and 24 balls. And 3-0 to Karsten Lewis, the offering, way outside, third walk of the inning, unless it said 3-0 on the board. It said 3-0 on the board. I had 3-0. Well, now it's 3-0. I don't get it. The pitch, that's way high. So that's the first 5-pitch walk on 5 balls I've seen, because it was 3-0 before that pitch. It's like they missed one there. And Christian Chase is now the hitter. This guy's been a headache. 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in. It would have been 4, but Riley Suarez was cut down at the plate to end the top of the second inning. We're in the third. We played nearly an hour, and we're still not out of the top of the third. The pitch swung on and lifted right side. First baseman Strange, second baseman Chisholm along the line makes the running catch. An excellent play in shallow right field by Cooper Chisholm. However, the Mustangs make some critical mistakes in the inning. 4 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of the third, Thompson Valley 10, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Jason Diaz fouls off the first pitch at the bottom of the third. Thompson Valley leads 10-2 over Fort Morgan. No balls and 1 strike against right-hander Jackson Lund. Diaz singled in the first. The pitch, fastball is upstairs. Even Lund has not really been in control. Jackson Lund, through 36 pitches, 19 of those are balls. But the Mustangs have played very poorly in this game. The pitch swung on. That has popped up. An excellent breaking ball right side of the infield. The second baseman Heaton is in and makes the one-handed catch. There's 1 down. That'll send up Miguel Davila, who was hit by a pitch, forcing in a run with the bases loaded. Miguel ready. The wine and the offering, and that's in the dirt with the off-speed pitch. 1 ball and no strikes to Miguel. Awaiting the pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. A fastball at the knees. And the count is level at 1-1 to Miguel Davila. The offering swung on and fisted foul right side. One ball and 2 strikes to the Mustang catcher. Thompson Valley leads 10-2 in the bottom of the third inning. And the Mustangs are trying to survive this and go 7, but they have to play a lot better in these third and fourth and fifth innings. The offering outside with a heater. Two balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Jackson Lund, the right-hander, kicks and fires. Curveball is driven foul off to the right. Count now sitting. Action remains at 2-2. To Miguel Davila. Lund with the offering. Breaking ball, line foul, third base side. Threw it on the inner half. That's Jack Goddard's spot. That's his hitting zone. Jack, you're a right-handed hitter, right? Let me rephrase. Jack, you were a right-hander. We were all wers at this point.
I'd like to go the other way.
Yep, the pitch. Not a pull hitter was Jack, 3-2.
Softball, usually
Right, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, go to right field, especially in softball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Davila. Chase Prouty on deck. The kick and the pitch And that's in the dirt with a breaking ball, and Miguel walks. I'm telling you, if the Mustangs played half-decent baseball, this could be an interesting game.
Now batting, junior, number 19, Chase
2 walks and 2 hit batsmen by Jackson Lund. But Thompson Valley is not committed a miscue, and Keegan Swedzig will be the courtesy runner. Here's the third baseman, Chase Prouty, who grounded into a double play. A 5-3 double play with the bases loaded. The pitch. That's a fastball off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Lund to the plate. Up and away. 2-0. Lund's ERA was under 2 going into the game. It's already going to go up because the Mustangs have 2 runs. 2 balls and no strikes to Prouty. The pitch. That is popped foul and out of play. Got underneath that off-speed pitch. It's 2-1. The Mustangs scored their 2 runs in the first inning. Lund stretches. Prouty awaits the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. Chris Brown is back a few steps under it. Makes the grab. Back to first to Swedzig. 2 down. And that'll send up Braden Hilzer.
Now batting, senior, number
Hilzer grounded to short in the first. In fact, it ended the first inning. The pitch fouled off to the right on a fastball tailing away. No balls and 1 strike. Just past the top of the hour, this is Morgan County's B106 KPRB, Brush, Fort Morgan. I'm John Beltran, live from Eddie Underwood Field, where the Mustangs are down 10-2, and that's in the dirt. Nice block by Hendrickson. The count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. To Braden Hilzer. Swedzig off of first, about a 2-step lead. The pitch, and that fastball runs inside. It's 2-1. Cooper Chisholm will hit next. 2-1 with 2 down in the third. The offering swung on, grounded right back to Lund, and he tosses to first. And the Mustangs are retired in the third inning on that 1-hopper. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the fourth we go in 1 minute. Thompson Valley leads Fort Morgan 10-2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Chris Brown will lead off against Cooper Chisholm. 10-2 Thompson Valley, third pitcher for the Mustangs. Isaiah Ortiz now plays second base. And that pitch is up and away. Chisholm in that outing was very good against Roosevelt a couple of weeks ago. Went 3 1/3, did have 1 rough inning, but did pitch well. And the breaking ball is down and away. 2 balls and to Chris Brown. The right fielder has been involved a lot defensively. Swing and a foul, third base side. Ball 2, strike 1. Brown in the game. Singled and popped out. The pitch. And that changeup is inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ortiz started off well in the second, not so hot in the third. That's on the outside corner. Fastball for a strike. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brown, Engelin, and Heaton in the Thompson Valley fourth. The pitch, and that's in the dirt, not even close. Another walk by Mustang pitchers. That is the 8th walk. I was going to say 7. 8 walks issued by Fort Morgan pitching. And this guy's been a headache. Engelin came into the game hitting 154, but he's walked and doubled the pitch. Swung on and lifted to left center field. Coming on is Langford, still coming. Makes the running grab. Back to first is Brown, 1 down. That's what the Mustangs need, just throw strikes and play some defense. But really neither has occurred on a consistent basis today. Bo Heaton is 0 for 2. Walked, popped out, and a board on an error. Right-handed hitter with an open stance. Stretch by Chisholm. Runner takes off, stepping off is Chisholm. Now he's going to run towards the base runner, and the throw, the tag is applied by Ortiz. And out at second is Chris Brown. That's a smart play by Chisholm, just stepping off the back of the rubber. And that caught stealing goes 1-4, and there's 2 down. So now out of the windup to Bo Heaton. The pitch, swung on, driven down the left field line, but that's foul. That's twisting way foul. As Elric was giving chase, no balls and 1 strike. Yeah, the one thing you don't want to do as a baseball team is develop sloppy habits when you have a big lead. The offering, swung on, driven to left field. Elric is back, still going back towards the fence, and it's over his head, up against the bottom of the fence. Rounding first into second is Heaton with his first hit of the game. A 2-out double in the 4th inning. Thompson Valley with 8 hits in the game. And here's Evan Robbie with a walk, a board on a miscue, and then a 2-run homer in the 4-run 4th inning. Cooper's got to be careful with him. Langford's going to shade him over to right center, which means there's a huge gap in left center. The pitch, fouled at the plate. Looked like a changeup. It's 0-1. Love to see Chisholm go the remainder of the way and keep the Mustangs to within single digits. No balls and 1 strike. The offering. Breaking ball is up and away. Count levels at 1-1. The offering. That is a strike on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch, belt high. One and 2. Looking back. The pitch. Swung on, driven deep to right field. That's going to be a second 2-run homer for Robbie. He just destroyed that baseball. That hung up in the zone, and there was no doubt about it. Well over the right field fence. His second home run in as many at-bats in as many innings. And his second 2-run homer. And Thompson Valley in the 4th inning leads 12-2. Yeah, that pitch had to be down, and Coop got it up. Here's Garrett Hendrickson. 2 walks and a single. The single was in his second plate appearance. And that's a good. Robbie came in hitting .500. That's an all-state player. Strike. Fastball to Hendrickson. .500 in high school baseball. That's next level. And the offering. Swung on line. Base hit along the left field line. Elric to his right is going to come up with that baseball, and it's only a single for Hendrickson, but he's been on base 4 times and is 2 for 2 in the game. Thompson Valley has 10 hits. It's 10 hits for Thompson Valley. There's Riley Suarez, a sac fly, a single, and a walk. And now the sun makes an appearance for the first time. It's been a little bit hazy. At least this bright sun. The pitch. Curveball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Thompson Valley has come to hit. The offering. That is inside. Good looking pitch. Just missed with a changeup. 2-0 to the cleanup hitter Suarez. Cooper to the plate. And that one went over his head. 3-0. A 4-run first, a 2-run second, a 4-run third, a 2-run fourth. Mustangs have 2 in the first. That'll be a walk that went behind the hitter. Second walk issued in the inning by Chisholm. 9 walks issued by Fort Morgan pitching. Jackson Lund hit by a pitch, a sac fly, and a fielder's choice, 0 for 1. You get out of this and try to do something offensively. The pitch, that's a strike down the middle. At the knees, it's 0-1. That's where he wanted that pitch to Evan Robbie, but it was up and Robbie destroyed it. The offering, swung on and chopped along the third baseline, foul. Fort Morgan has committed 3 errors, all by infielders. That's the other issue. No balls and 2 strikes to Lund. The pitch, swung on and grounded left side, headed for left field, but it's cut off by the shortstop, Carrera. Long throw to first, and that is late. Lund beats it out. That was deep in the hole by Carrera. Threw a perfect bullet to first, but it was hit so far into the hole. Wasn't much he could do, and he still delivered a strong throw, and the bases are loaded for Karsten Lewis. Struck out, grounded out, and walked. 0 for 2 in the game. The pitch, curveball, is outside. One ball and no strikes. Thompson Valley leads by 10 in the 4th inning. The pitch, that's up and in. Now Coop's got to come in with one. Nowhere to put him. 2 balls and no strikes. Chisholm to the plate. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball. There are 2 down. All this damage done with 2 down and the bases empty. Even the leadoff walk did not hurt Chisholm because he caught him stealing. Swing and a miss. Oh, that was a beautiful off-speed pitch. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. 2 across in the 4th inning. The offering. Oh, upstairs. Try to throw him a curveball now. You got to come in with a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To Karsten Lewis. At third, Hendrickson. Suarez at second. Lund at first. The offering. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. What a pitch by Cooper Chisholm. Thompson Valley has stranded 9 in the game, but they have scored in every frame. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a bases left loaded. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th. Fort Morgan trails 12-2 to Thompson Valley on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Cooper Chisholm leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. The Mustangs trail Thompson Valley 12-2. Jackson Lund, the right-hander, to the plate. Swung on and grounded left side, a 2-hopper for the third baseman with a perfect throw to first. And Chisholm is out number 1, retired by Sam Engeland. Here's Riley Elrick, who popped to the second baseman Heaton in his first plate appearance. Lund delivers. Swing and a miss. On a fastball up and in, it's 0-1. Jackson Lund to the plate. Swung on and lifted into left center field. That's got some carry to it. That might find a gap, and it does find a gap. It continues to roll, and it crashes up against the fence, and Elrick is into second with a 1-out double. Fort Morgan with their 4th hit of the game. Let's see if they got something cooking now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Had some nice lift and carry. Michael Strange popped to the right fielder Chris Brown in the second. Strange awaits the pitch. That's a strike. Fastball is right there. No balls and 1 strike to Michael Strange. Elrick off of second. The offering. Upstairs with a heater. One ball and 1 strike. 9 locations across northeast Colorado and Nebraska. Means there's always one close by. Rudy's Tires. Visit rudy'stires.com. They sponsor 10-10 Preps and more weekdays from 1-2 on 10-10 KSIR. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To senior first baseman Michael Strange. Hendrickson lays down the sign. The offering. Curveball is down and away. Count is at 2-2. The pitch. Swing and off the catcher's glove. It's a swing and a foul. No, got a piece of it. Just got a piece of it. Good job. It stays at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Strange awaits the offering. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Hendrickson. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. That's the first strikeout for Jackson Lund. Charlie Langford is 2 for 2. That average is over 400 now. Scored the first Mustang run. Elrick at second. The offering. That's a strike. Fastball down the heart of the plate above the knees. No balls and 1 strike. Thompson Valley leads 12-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lund with a pitch. Fouled third base side into the Mustang dugout. Count is at 0-2. To Charlie Langford. The stretch. The pitch. And that one skips away. The third is Elrick. And for some reason, a throw is made by the catcher Hendrickson into left field. And scoring is Elrick. It's 12-3. That's an awful decision. I don't know what Hendrickson is doing there. That is not a smart decision. The ball got away from him. It was a wild pitch, but there's no chance to get Elrick at third. Yeah, that's a decision that Hendrickson certainly regrets. Even if it's a good throw, you don't need to unleash that ball. The pitch, foul straight back. $12-3 is now the score. Langford in a 1-2 hole with the bases empty. The offering. Bender's way outside. Two balls and 2 strikes. Kicking the pitch. In the dirt, skips away. 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Charlie. The offering in the dirt with a curveball. And why throw a 3-2 breaking ball with a 9-run lead and the base is empty, but that's what happened there. And Charlie's on base for the 3rd time. And Jaden Carrera will now hit. Hit by a pitch and popped out. Yeah, this is just not enjoyable baseball. Without a doubt. Too many walks issued by the Mustangs, and now Jackson Lund. A couple of wild pitches and a walk, and that one's in the dirt, backhanded by Hendrickson. 1 ball and no strikes. To Jaden Carrera. The stretch and the offering. Popped to right field. Brown is back, settles under it, makes the one-handed catch, and the inning is over. Fort Morgan scores an unearned run. They do it on 1 hit because there was an error and a man left. 4 complete. Thompson Valley 12, Fort Morgan 3 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Mustangs' 4th pitcher is Chase Prouty. with the Mustangs trailing Thompson Valley 12-3 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. And for Chase, this could be a showcase outing for next season. In fact, it's his first outing at the varsity level in 2024. Against Christian Chase, the pitch. Swung on and chopped to third. Backing up is Carrera. He sets. He fires to first and late. He took his time. Too much time. You got to get rid of that quicker. It's an infield hit, but you cannot take that much time. And Chase on base again. Remember, he has 3 RBIs in the game. That's one of those. When it's chopped over there and a lot of speed by Chase, you've really got to get rid of it earlier and maybe even charge that ball. Here is Chris Brown. Singled, popped out, and walked. Throw back to first. Back and diving is Chase. Strong throw by Jaden, but a little bit of a windup there, and you got to come up quickly. The offering, and the curveball is inside off the glove of Davila. That'll be a passed ball. Chase to second. So again, Fort Morgan just making it easy on Thompson Valley. An infield hit. It was scored an infield hit, and then the pass ball. 1-0 on Brown. Prouty looks back. The pitch. Swung on and grounded to third. Carrera looks at second, fires to first for the out. That's an excellent play, a routine play, but still got to make him in this game, and Jaden was perfect right there, 1 down. That's the Mustang baseball we saw exactly 1 week ago in the upset over Riverdale Ridge. Just making basic plays. Here's Sam Engeland. Walked, doubled, and popped out. Stretch by Prouty. The offering. The curveball is a strike. Outstanding pitch on the outside corner. Belt high. It's 0-1. To this number 9 hitter. Chase off of second. That's Christian Chase. Chase Prouty looks back again. Looks back again, and now time is called. 12 runs on 12 hits for Thompson Valley, 3 runs, 4 hits for Fort Morgan. 3 errors by the Mustangs, 1 by the Eagles. Thompson Valley stranded 9. Fort Morgan has left 5 on base. 0-1. Prouty with a pitch. Swung on and grounded a short. Charging is Chisholm. Drops it, picks it up, recovers, throws to first offline. It's an error on Chisholm. His second of the game. Holding up at second was Christian Chase. Well, now Cooper's committed 2 errors at 2 different positions. 4th error by Fort Morgan. They've got 65 this season. Here is Bo Heaton. Walked, popped out, reached on an error and doubled. I mean, Chase Prouty's throwing the ball very well. He's thrown just 5 pitches. Could have been out of this inning already. And the breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. But again, the defense abandoning the Mustangs in this game again. Prouty looks back. And the 1-0. That's a strike with a fastball in the inside corner just above the knees. Count levels at 1-1. Chase at second, Engeland at first. Looks back a second time. And the offering. That is inside, just missed. Nice spot. With that off-speed pitch, it's 2-1. Yeah, you give a good team this many chances, and we'll see if they come through again. They've scored in each of the first 4 innings. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Curveball is behind the hitter, 3-1. Oh, boy. He's got to throw a strike because Evan Robbie's on deck. All he's done is hit a 2-run homer in the 3rd and a 2-run homer in the 4th. And we're in the 5th. 3-1. That's up and away. Chase thought he had strike 2. That's a borderline pitch. If that was called a strike, I think even the hitter, Heaton, would have not had an issue with that. Now you're facing Evan Robbie, who has walked aboard on an error and delivered back-to-back 2-run homers innings-wise in the 3rd and 4th. And he came into the game hitting .500. Well, here we go. What can he throw him? Tough hitter to retire. The pitch, and that one bounces in. I think he tried to throw him some sort of changeup. That's the first time I've seen Chase kind of not really follow through. 1 ball and no strikes. Chase, Engelland, and Heaton on the base paths. And the offering. Swung on, lined on 1 hop, and right by the second baseman Ortiz into right field. A run scores. Here comes another runner to the plate as Engelland. And the score is 14-3. That's going to be scored in error. That was a 1-hopper, and Ortiz just let it get by him. Another error by the Mustangs. It was hit hard. We'll give them 1 RBI. But the second one scores only because the ball got in the outfield, and Fort Morgan has committed 5 errors in the game. Here's Garrett Hendrickson. The pitch. Breaking ball is upstairs. I feel bad for Prouty. He's throwing the ball well, but getting 0 help. Those are 2 unearned runs against Chase Prouty. The stretch and the pitch. That one bounces in, 2-0. It's 14-3 Thompson Valley. They could win this game in 5. Heaton and Evan Robbie on the bases. Robbie's been aboard twice via the error, besides those home runs. The pitch. That's a strike on the inner half. Took something off it. Ball 2, strike 1. Yeah, you can throw a little bit better, but not much. Chase is doing his job without question. The pitch. Oh, he bounced that one in there. 3-1. Yeah, don't want to change your mechanics. He's done that twice. 3 balls and 1 strike, but he's got to be frustrated knowing that if plays are made in the infield, we've had 2 errors at second, 2 at short, and Prouty had 1 at third when he was over there earlier. The pitch. Swung on and popped up into right field. To his right, settling under it is Hilser. Makes the grab, runners hold, 2 down. That's basically what has to happen. Hitting fly balls, because Mustangs aren't doing it with the ground balls, whether it be the fielding or the throwing. Riley Suarez is 1 for 1. A sac fly, a single, and 2 walks. He can join Robbie being on base 5 times. Prouty looks back. Looks back again. And the pitch. And that one sails over the catcher. That slipped out of his hand. That's a major league wild pitch. Runners advance. One ball and no strikes. That might be a blessing at this point. And now breaking for the plate, and the throw, and out at the plate is Bo Heaton. Chase turned around. He turned around, and one of his teammates motioned to him that Heaton was breaking for the plate. And Chase threw to Miguel Davila, who applied the tag as they tried to get another run across. And the top of the 5th is history. A messy inning for the Mustangs. 2 unearned runs by Thompson Valley on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left. Thompson Valley is 3 outs away, leading 14-3 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Jason Diaz takes the first pitch for a ball and then lines one foul down the left side. 1-1, 14-3 Thompson Valley. Swung on line. That's a base hit along the left field line for Jason Diaz, his 2nd hit of the game, joining Charlie Langford in that category. Mustangs need 2 runs to extend the game. Miguel Davila hit by a pitch and walked. The stretch and the offering. Swung on, line down the right field line. That's going to be trouble for Brown. That drops in for a base hit. That ball continues to roll towards the foul pole. Davila's around first into second. Diaz to third. It's a single and a double to begin the bottom of the fifth inning for the Mustangs.
Now batting junior, number 19, Chase.
Oh, they're not going quietly. Chase Prouty grounded into a double play and then popped to right field. Big RBI opportunity for him. Or RBI's opportunity. Lund kicks and fires. Fouled right side. No balls and one strike to Chase Prouty. Lund at 0-1. Out of the windup. The pitch. Popped up. Shallow right field. Brown comes on. Makes the grab. No tag at third. The ball was not hit deep enough. Prouty is 0 for 3. One down in the fifth inning.
Now batting senior, number 8, Braden Hilzer.
Here's Braden Hilzer, who grounded to the mound and also grounded to short. Again, the Mustangs need 2 runs to extend the game. They're down by 11 with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth inning, but Diaz at third, Davila at second. The wind and pitch fouled off to the right. No balls and 1 strike to Braden Hilzer. And the pitch fouled off to the right, challenged him with a fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. Got to put it in play to score a run, at least on the ground. The infield is playing back. Lund delivers. Swung on, lined up the middle, a dive and a base hit into right center field. Off the glove of the second baseman Heaton, but holding up at third is Miguel Davila. He would have been thrown out at the plate because the ball was in shallow center field. Diaz scores. It's 14-4. Mustangs have 3 hits in the inning. And Cooper Chisholm has walked and grounded out. He'll now hit. Thompson Valley would like to end it here. Swung on and lifted into shallow left field. Coming on and playing it on a hop is Chase. And Davila, the throw to the plate. He's going to be tagged out. That won't even go as a base hit now. The throw to the plate by Chase was perfect. Davila was out by 5 feet. That's going to go as a 7-2 fielder's choice. If Davila reads that off the bat, then he would have scored, but he almost played it like it'd be a sac fly, even though it was hit into shallow left. That is too bad for Cooper Chisholm and the Mustangs. The pitch swung on and grounded to third, and stepping on the bag for the force off the bat of Riley Elrick is Engeland. And just like that, the Mustangs looked like they would extend the game. And now the game is over. The final score, Thompson Valley 14 and the Mustangs 4. Let's get to the post-game show. Which is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. That is Advanced Agri Solutions. For Thompson Valley, 14 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base. 4 runs for the Mustangs, 7 hits, 5 errors, 6 left on base. The winning pitcher going the distance, Jackson Lund, the loss. went to Jaden Carrera. Time of the game, 1 hour and 45 minutes. And really the hitting star in this game was Evan Robbie with a couple of two-run homers for Thompson Valley. But Christian Chase, and Robbie had 5 RBIs, by the way. Christian Chase with 3 hits and 3 ribbies. Fort Morgan got 2 hits apiece from Charlie Langford and Jason Diaz. Miguel Davila hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Chase Prouty grounded into a double play. No RBI there. That made it 4-2. And then it was all Thompson Valley after that. The Mustangs did finally get back on the board with a run in the bottom of the 4th inning as Riley Elrick was able to score on an error by the catcher Hendrickson when he took off for third off a wild pitch after Elrick doubled. And then the Mustangs tallied a run in the bottom of the 5th inning on a single from Braden Hilser, but Fort Morgan drops the game. And with that loss, the Mustangs fall to 3-14 in league play, 6-16 overall. And Thompson Valley at 14-3 in the Longs Peak and 16-6 on the season. Brian Nickel will be back with you tomorrow for the regular season finale when the Mustangs take on Thompson Valley in Loveland. Have a great night and God bless. I'm John Beltran. The final score from Eddie Underwood Field in 5 innings, Thompson Valley 14, Fort Morgan 4 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.